Hold on to your GPUs. AMD just ripped the roof off the semiconductor clubhouse. This year it's been popping champagne while longtime champ Nvidia checks its wristwatch. Today we unpack why AMD exploded higher, what the OpenAI/Helios era deal actually means, why some analysts are waving caution flags, and whether this underdog has a real shot at staying in front. Spoiler: there are both rocket fuel and speed bump scenarios ahead. Let's roll. The headline: a stunning run, and a clear rival comparison. Let's put the fireworks on the table. AMD has surged dramatically year to date, leaving many investors stunned and many algos scrambling. Meanwhile, Nvidia, long the investor darling of AI compute, has posted a strong year too, but it hasn't matched AMD's recent percentage gains. This isn't merely bragging rights. It's the moment the market starts asking whether the long-term pecking order in AI chips might be shifting. The immediate trigger: a multi-generation deal that lit a fuse. The market's fever really accelerated when AMD and OpenAI announced a multi-year, multi-generation strategic compute partnership, the kind of deal that says, "You're not just a vendor, you're a partner for the road ahead." The announcement included plans to deploy AMD Instinct MI450 series GPUs and rack-scale solutions now and iterate across future generations, essentially a commitment to work closely on hardware and software optimization for very big AI clusters. That kind of commercial validation from a major AI shop moves institutional conviction from maybe to serious. The 43% mini madness: how confidence snowballed. After the partnership headlines, AMD stock ripped, a blistering multi-day run that added roughly 40+% in a short window as investors priced in the OpenAI tie-up and the potential cascade of other hyperscalers and cloud providers following suit. The psychology is simple. Once a credible hyperscaler puts AMD on a shortlist for large-scale deployments, others take notice, and the speculative capital that lives for multi-bagger stories piles in fast. Helios, MI450 and rack scale. What's actually different this time? AMD didn't just sign a partner, it also unveiled a rack-scale AI platform, codenamed Helios, built around the MI450 GPUs and an open rack standard. The architecture promises high GPU density, massive memory bandwidth, and an emphasis on open rack standards that can appeal to hyperscalers wanting flexibility and efficiency. Early customer commitments, including big cloud players planning multi-year deployments, give the Helios idea commercial legs rather than being just a glossy demo. That combination of product and partner validation is potent. Imagine AMD waving in open roads, mapped to data center operators. It's saying, "Use our trucks and we'll help design the highways." That's far more compelling than just selling a singular truck. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word "more." Just go ahead and type the word "more" so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Why this feels different from past AMD rallies. Historically, AMD's rallies were often tied to cyclical PC cycles, a hot CPU generation, or a single product surprise. This time feels broader. It's CPU plus GPU plus rack plus ecosystem plus hyperscaler validation. The combination can change expectations because it's not just a product bump, it's an infrastructure play. If hyperscalers deploy hundreds of thousands of GPUs across multiple generations, that's multi-year revenue and scale for AMD's data center business. Before, AMD was a great baker in town. Now it's being asked to deliver to the stadium every weekend. The Nvidia angle, champion status, and why it still matters. Don't confuse AMD's run with the end of Nvidia's dominance. Nvidia has been the dominant architecture for large-scale AI for years. It built an early ecosystem, software stack, and developer mindshare. That's not erased overnight. Nvidia's engineering lead, broad customer base, and entrenched software ecosystem remain powerful moat elements. So the question isn't whether Nvidia is suddenly irrelevant, it's whether AMD's traction is strong enough to regularly compete for the biggest, most lucrative deployments. The bull case: how AMD becomes the consistent outperformer. Let's tell the bullish tale. 3 things have to align. Hyperscaler adoption scales beyond early pilots. It's one thing to test AMD racks, it's another to commit tens of thousands of GPUs. If pilots convert to long, multi-year sourcing agreements, the revenue runway is enormous. Ecosystem and software optimization. AMD must make it easy for AI teams to port and optimize models. Software and developer tooling matter hugely. Continued collaboration with partners to improve performance per dollar will be key. Supply and margin management. AMD must scale manufacturing, secure high-bandwidth HBM memory supply, and manage margins as it prices competitively against NVIDIA. If it can do that while preserving profitability, investors will reward sustained outperformance and could hit AMD to $570. Imagine AMD is the scrappy race team that found a better tire compound. If they can keep making the tires and convince every other team to buy them, they start winning more races, not just one. The bear case. Why some analysts are cautious. Reality checks come fast. Several analysts warn that the path won't be smooth. Key concerns: execution complexity, building rack-scale systems, enabling multi-gen interoperability, and supporting hyperscaler deployments is operationally hard. Delays or integration headaches could slow adoption. Supply chain and memory constraints. High-bandwidth memory, HBM4, and other components are scarce and costly. Competing for that stuff without inflating costs is a delicate dance. Software inertia. NVIDIA's CUDA ecosystem is huge. Convincing some teams to retool or optimize for a different stack takes time and resources, and some firms may decide the switching cost isn't worth it. Note this as well. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. Revelation 22 verses 10-14. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all his commandments, he has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let him be your guide, for he will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.